So we've had a hell of a time getting Greg into the chat. He's been
God.
having tech issues. He's wearing. Did you actually have two headphones on right now? Or are you?
I do.
I wasn't even looking.
Oh man, the absolute legend. This is why we're running 15 minutes late.
That's why I called you weird, dude.
What a guy. What a guy. I obviously sound pretty terrible, so at some point in the recording I might bow out. But we're here. We got some breaking news that just broke like 10 seconds ago. You guys ready to get started?
No.
Not all at once.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Hey guys, my name is Zach.
I'm Dean.
I'm Dylan.
I'm Greg.
He wasn't in the chat. I forgot.
Okay.
We cut that.
All right, Greg. It's gonna be Greg, then Fernando, and maybe less dog barking.
Yeah, get Pumpkin in there.
Yeah, get that dog out of there.
I put
All right.
Shut that dog up.
1 second.
Oh my God, Greg.
Shut that baby up.
That should be a no-brainer.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, my name is Zach.
I'm Dean.
I'm Dylan.
I'm Greg.
God damn it, Greg.
What?
Is there a lag or?
It's a bad lag.
Okay. One more time.
We'll try again.
Yes. All right, Fernando, come in right afterwards. 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Hey guys, my name is Zach.
I'm Dean.
I'm Dylan.
And I'm Greg.
I'm Fern.
You are wild. Welcome to this week's episode of Collecting Weekly. This is a weekly podcast where my friends and I talk about the things that matter the most to us this week in collecting. We have some really, really crazy late breaking news. We're running super late, obviously, and we're waiting for Greg to get situated, but something magical happened while we were waiting. So let's get straight into new this week, and then we'll talk about some of the big news. We'll tease it there for a second, but Dean, what do you got?
You guys ready for new this week? I picked this up. I've been keeping it hush hush. Only Zach and technically Steven from Steven's Collectibles knew about this. But he just came in the mail today. I was afraid he was going to be here on Thursday, but here we go. A 6 scale Rick Hunter from Robotech by Kids Logic. Sorry, he's amazing. Came with the little stands. The body's a little weird. It's like almost like a marionette from the waist down, but I don't play with these things anyway. They just sit on the shelf, so it's not a big deal to me. But damn, he is awesome.
So he's supposed to be smaller, right? Because he looks like kind of a smaller 6.
Yeah, I think he's like, I don't know, like 15 or 16 when the show starts. He's a pretty young kid.
Okay.
But yeah, he's just like a kick-ass pilot. And if you've seen Robotech, it's on Hulu if you want to watch it. It's so good. Rick Hunter's only in the first like 25 episodes, I think. But yeah, it came in a sleeve. That's his Japanese name. Hikaru Ichio. But the
You said the legs on that one were a little weird, right?
pretty clean. Yeah, I just went over it.
Well, just kidding.
Are you not paying attention, Zach? Oh
I
my
was
God.
checking the doc.
Wow. Look at this guy. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got new this week. I've been waiting for him for like, I ordered him on Thursday, so he got into this morning. Very cool. What about you guys?
Well, I won't go over mine too much. Really, all I got was Joker Clown Prince of Crime. It's like the punk version of Joker from Mezco. Pretty cool. And then I actually got in the one of the comic books of Moon Knight because I said I was going to do some reading on him since no one seems to know anything about him that I talked to. So I'm going to read that book, see how I like it. I know he's kind of a weird guy, but really that's it. I had a huge last couple of weeks. So, Mezco Dark Side too, but I don't even know if I'm going to open that now that I saw the Storm Collectibles Dark Side. So I might sell that one off. We'll see.
That one looks good, dude.
Really good.
When I first saw it, I was like, wait, didn't Mezco just do one of those? I was like, oh, Storm Collectibles is a different company.
Way different. Yeah. And Mezco's was like polystone too, a lot of polystone. So it
Yeah.
was still super heavy, but it was so kind of cartoony because he was a lot stubbier, it seemed like. So
Yeah.
definitely way more comic-y, but I really like the kind of realistic look of Darkseid from the Injustice 2, right? I think it's what it's
Yeah.
from. All of them on there is pretty cool. So
Well,
yeah, we'll see.
the Storm Collectibles isn't like 1/12 scale, is it? It's bigger.
They call it 112, but people say it is bigger. I've never had one, so I'm about to compare it once I get that banging in. Probably that one, and we'll see.
Just looking at it, I would say they're like maybe like 9 inches.
Mhm.
Because
They
Steven
do
has
look
some in
big.
his shop in a glass, and they just look bigger. Although they're usually bigger characters. Like what's the main guy from Mortal Kombat? The bad guy.
Shao Kahn.
Yeah, on the throne, and he's like a giant, and then Goro also a
Mhm.
giant. But well, what's his name is a giant guy, so that figure should be pretty sweet. I think you could futz him in, even if he wasn't 1/12 scale. You could futz him into a 1/12 scale shelf, and he would just look really menacing.
Yeah, and a lot of 112 companies seem to make their figures on the big side. Like they average instead of 6 inches, they average like 6.4, 6.5 inches. I think someone came out with like an average measurement across like all the companies, and they're all usually bigger than it. But anyways, Greg, what did you get?
What did I get? All right. Actually, I got something in the mail today, and I decided to give it away to someone in the group. So I've already drawn the name. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've already drawn the name for the person. So the person that's going to receive this gift that I got today is me, actually. So I'm the winner of the gift.
This
So if you
fucking
can see me,
Jesus.
I was like, damn, that's really nice. He didn't tell
yeah,
any of us
sorry.
about this.
I know I'm not that nice, but actually I just got this in today, so I'm very excited, especially how fast it came out. Toy errors usually take some time, but this guy went up pre-order, I feel like 2 or 3 months ago, and then he just released. So
Yeah, for
I'm very
those listening,
excited
that's
to,
the Nightcrawler.
yeah.
Which
So between him and, excuse me,
which movie is he from? Is that one supposed to be based from exactly?
that's a good question because they give you to different suits or so.
Oh,
So I think he
Oh,
wore the same suit in the Phoenix, the Dark Phoenix, and maybe Apocalypse
Apocalypse.
as well.
I want to say it was
Yeah,
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse. Yeah, because he comes with 2 suits. I got the deluxe, so he has like the yellow, and then this one he has the red right here. So I can't quite remember what Apocalypse was,
okay.
but I'm excited.
What about you, Fern?
I didn't get nothing this week. Actually, I've been selling a whole bunch of stuff.
God damn it,
You've been
Fern.
selling? Oh, you have been selling a bunch
Yeah.
of stuff. Are you selling to fund a future thing or?
This shit's lagging.
Oh
It's
no,
lagging. I can't hear you guys.
Oh no.
technical difficulties.
Fernando, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but it's like skipping.
Uh-oh. Oh, did he drop
All
out?
right, can you hear me, Fernando?
It's still skipping.
Fernando.
Hey, Sean's in the
Wait,
chat.
hold on.
Oh man.
Ali Alejandro. What's the body
Say
like
something?
on that guy, Greg?
Honestly, I literally just took him out the box
Wait,
like
hang
20
on,
minutes ago.
guys.
So,
All right, Fernando, can you hear me?
but it's pretty
Yeah, I can
good.
hear
Like
you.
it doesn't feel cheap, like those cool HM 19
All
or
right, hang
20
on.
bodies.
Everyone be quiet. Time out, please. Jesus Christ. All right, Fernando, can you hear me?
I can't see you can hear us.
I think we might have to drop Fernando. If he can't hear us, he's not going to be able to.
No.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Fernando, I think we're gonna have to drop you right now because if you can't hear us, we can't have that conversation with you.
We love you, Fernando.
Craig, can you take off that second set of headphones? It's like bumping up against your mic when you're talking, and it's like making it all staticky.
Oh.
Pick one. Can we just start over? It's going bad right now.
No. Let's keep going.
All right, Greg, pick a set of headphones.
It doesn't even have a cord.
No, but it's something's banging up against either that one with the cord is banging on your shirt or something. But it's like when you were talking, it was just like staticky because it kept like doing
Oh
this.
wow. Must be the Beats by Dre, you know.
All right, let's get this shit back on track.
All right, you guys want to start over with new this week, or what do you want to do?
No, we don't have to. I feel like
Actually,
it's pretty easy to edit that out.
I feel like we should start over. This is
Okay.
This is pretty bad.
All
right. Let's just like clean slate.
3, 2, 1. You guys, ready? What?
I thought we were gonna start over.
I was gonna start from new this week. You want to start all the way over? Okay, go ahead.
It would be like 30 more seconds.
Okay.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, my name is Zach.
I'm Dean.
I'm Dylan.
And I'm Greg.
Welcome to this week's episode of Collecting Weekly. This is the weekly podcast where my friends and I talk about the things that matter the most to us this week in collecting. We have some major news that just dropped a few moments ago. But before we get into it, let's get into new this week. Dean, take it away.
Don't you want to tease the big news?
I don't. I got too excited the first take.
All right. Well, new this week. What'd you get new this week? For me, it's this 6-scale Rick Hunter from Robotech or Macross, depending on how you like it. It's by a new company, Kids Logic. I actually never heard of them until this line came out. But they make a 1-to-1 scale cockpit from the plane. And then they came out with this figure for it. So I picked it up. It was only $124, which isn't bad. The body's a little weird. Like, he's pretty normal from the waist up, but then his legs are like, I don't want to say like a marionette, but they're like not solid. But they don't hold a pose or anything. It's weird, but he's just gonna sit on the shelf. I don't fucking play dolls, so it's not a big deal. He's just gonna stand there anyway. But super happy with it. It came in today. I thought it was gonna be late, but
where'd you get it from?
I actually just went to their website and ordered it.
Okay.
Yeah, I had ordered one on eBay and it was like still under as pre-order. And I was like, shit. And it was more expensive. And I was like, I don't want to wait for a pre-order because they always hit up your account and they don't tell you. So I was like, I'll just cancel the pre-order. The guy refunded my money. And then I went out to their actual website and they had a store with it for $70 less. Which is pretty great. And I got it in under a week. So it's pretty excited. What about you?
Well, no surprise to anyone. I got a couple Mezcos really from the last show. I won't go too much into them, but it's the Joker, Clown Prince of Crime, and Darkseid. Both are pretty good. The Darkseid, I haven't even taken out the package yet because honestly, I might sell it with that Storm Collectibles one coming out. But the Joker, Clown Prince of Crime, I'll go over that a little more in depth on Small Talk. But I also got my first comic book for Moon Knight. I said I wanted to do more research on him on Small Talk just because no one knows anything about him that I can find. So I wanted to see how I like him, and we'll see how it is, especially now that there's a series coming out. Or a Netflix series. So I wanted to find more out about him. But
nice.
What about you, Greg?
All right, before I jump into it, who would you like to play Moon Knight in the Netflix series? You have an actor in mind?
I don't. Since I don't know much about him, I really don't know who would be good. I know wasn't it Keanu Reeves was like rumored?
Yeah, I just read an article about that.
But he's such a weird character that I don't know how that would play in because he's got multiple personality disorders, so he's just all over the place, and he's pretty vulgar. I'm interested to see if Disney how much they let through with him, because I know he does a lot of killing. He's an anti-hero, similar to kind of Punisher. His comics are usually pretty bloody, and he swears a lot in them.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how they approach it. I haven't really given it much thought. I'll read the book and then see who I would think about.
All right, buddy, what you gonna do?
Cool beans. Well, what I got today, I'm actually going to give it away. So I'm going to choose someone from
Ooh.
the
Oh,
Collecting Weekly week, and I have the name right here. Just give me 1 second. And the winner is
Bum, bum,
Lord
bum.
Gregory Arrington
Oh,
with the
come on.
win. Look at that. Isn't he a cutie? A
Wow.
face only a mother could love.
Well, tell everybody who's listening what it is.
This is the Nightmare, or the Nightcrawler, really. A third-party company from Toy Errors. So I'm very excited to add this to my X-Men collection. So I'm all about team building.
For
And
that being
just-
announced to you getting it, that didn't seem that long.
I know, yeah. I could have sworn like the pre-order probably went up 2 or 3 months ago. So Toy Errors, they're like stepping their game up. Like, I don't know if it has anything with Disney buying the rights and stuff, so they just want to pump out all the figures. Because Cyclops is
Oh, that's
coming
a
soon,
good-
Mystique is coming soon, Beast is coming soon from the Fox X-Men. So a good chunk of them should be out before the end of the year. So
That's a
you
good
know,
point. I didn't even think of that.
yeah, and a good price too. So
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, yeah, so I'm really going to have fun with this guy. Him and Deadpool are going to have a few stories coming up in the near future. So I'll definitely post those on the Collecting Weekly website. But the body itself seems to be okay. I literally took it out the box like 20 minutes ago, so I haven't had time to put the articulation. But I'm excited for this figure.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, dude. A lot of people are saying the tailoring is like Hot Toys level.
Oh, yeah. They're stepped their game up.
What about you, Zach?
Well, I had a pretty slow week. We've talked about this a few times. Once on the recording that never made it, aka the lost episode. One day maybe we'll release it, and then a little bit on our XLR test. But I picked up the Wicked Cool Toys Gyarados, which is a really fun
And
figure,
a cold.
very posable. Yeah, right, and a cold. Interrupting me. And it's a pretty nice figure. Very posable. Really has a nice presence to it. And of course, the cold that Dylan mentioned. That's why I sound like absolute ass. Real quick, I want to give Fernando a shout out. He's in the chat. He was recording with us for a little bit, but he had some tech issues. He had to drop out. So thanks for being a good sport about it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. We actually picked up about $700 worth of new equipment for the podcast, and we'll talk about that later in the show. But we made a massive investment in the show, and we're hoping to do a little bit of fundraising to cover some of those expenses. So let's get into things that were teased. Let's go like this, and
Oof.
we have this
Dude,
hotness.
that
Now,
looks insane.
Dylan, I got a bone to pick with you because we were going to break this news on the podcast, but you shared it to Ox. So kind of stole my thunder there. But we have the 6-scale Mandalorian and the 6-scale IG-11 from the Mandalorian TV show. And these are looking really good. Mandalorian for me is a day one pre-order, just based on the trailer and, you know, the marketing that we've seen. What do you guys think about it?
I need it.
Wow. That
One, I
looks
love
awesome.
that actor, so
Same. I do too.
we'll see. I don't know how often he's not going to have his helmet on, but I would kind of hope it includes a head sculpt. But even if it didn't, that thing looks insane.
Yeah.
I like can't take my eyes off. It looks like a person in an outfit. That's crazy.
Yeah. The way the pants fit looks really good.
Dude, it's like
The,
filled out right under like the gut
Yeah.
area. Like, man,
That's fantastic.
that's insane.
The IG-11, I mean,
Who gives a
it
shit?
looks really good. It'd be nice to compare that to the Sideshow IG-88. But yeah,
Oh,
these were
Mhm.
shown from setup at NYCC right now, and the person that posted them, I guess it's Codezilla.com. So
Godzilla.
oh, Godzilla. Also, there was
Wow.
the First Order Snowtrooper.
It's just the same fucking snowtrooper with a fucking cape.
Yeah,
That's
not
gonna be $100 in 2 years anyway.
not too inspiring. And then it looks like a Neon Tech War Machine, which I think maybe we've seen before, but they're showing it off here again. So definitely really strong right off the bat,
Do we have anything better to do?
right?
Sorry,
I guess
really
not.
don't like the answers.
Hey,
guess
hey,
not.
hey.
So also teased, Super Mad Toys announced that Hunter K is finally preparing for production. So maybe some of our press that we've been giving them has made them expedite things, but this is pretty neat to see. Dean, what do you think about this?
Looks good, man. I don't know about the caveman, why that's there. Oh, Bigfoot. Okay. I didn't know they were doing a Bigfoot. But, I mean, it looks more like Ryan Gosling than some of the other sculpts I've seen lately. So,
Yeah,
super excited to see how that comes out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Going forward, we have the Zensation Smuggler. They added a new accessory, this beautiful little shawl, I guess. Dean, are you going to place an order for this?
Absolutely need that, dude.
Have you gotten your order in yet?
No, I need to.
Dude, I would, because when Tywin came out, like the second he came out, no one could find him. It was really hard to find for a while. Greg, are you going to pick up this Sensation Collectibles Onion Night?
Unfortunately, no. I'm sticking to my favorite characters. So right now I have Jon Snow, and I'm just waiting for my girl, Brienne
Dean's
of Tarth
face
to
was
come in.
fantastic. I need to focus on
How
Dean's
is the
face.
Onion Knight not one of your favorites? He's so
I mean,
amazing.
he is cool, but I like. I mean, he doesn't touch my heart like John did, and my girl Bree. And I
He's
love Gwendolyn Christie. She's hot. She's 6'3" blonde. You know, super pale. It's just like this, mystique about her. So I'm sorry. It's nighttime,
Greg's
so it's
getting
after
hot and
dark.
bothered. He's been drinking.
The kids should be asleep. The kids should be asleep.
He's been drinking.
Yeah, that looks really good. Did they adjust any of the hands with that update or no?
I do not
Like,
believe
It
so.
doesn't look
He's
like
sneak-
it.
Yeah, I do
Okay.
Oh,
not.
maybe right there, the middle one, at the very front. Maybe that one.
Maybe
Okay.
maybe
Really
Dean's
tell.
complaints about the fist have not fallen on deaf ears.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Toys Dow. Toys Dow is kind of an interesting company. They put out a few figures, and one of them was a samurai Darth Vader that took fucking forever to come out. Out of left field, they announced a Trunks figure, which you can see here. This is from the Dragon Ball Super outfit. And I mean, I guess it looks cool. I mean, it's not my favorite Trunks outfit. And we've already seen some other companies take on 6-scale Dragon Ball Z, and I feel like it just doesn't really translate.
It does not. I was about to say the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I'm shocked they translate well into 6-inch figures.
Yeah. Do you guys have any thoughts on this?
I'll agree with you guys. I have the Dark Samurai, so if you guys want to buy it from me, we can talk offline. But yeah, there is something off. I don't know if it's the head or it's just having the realistic. Yeah, I don't know, the realistic clothing and the anime style eyes. I don't know, but something is off.
Wait, Greg, why are you selling your samurai, the Dark Samurai?
I don't know. He's just collecting dust right now. No, I'm just kidding. But Vader's he's my ace boon coon, so he's not going anywhere.
Let's talk Chronicle's prototype of their 6-scale Velociraptor.
Oh,
I know Dylan was really excited about this one. Dylan, what do you think?
he was so excited he didn't even watch the video. He just started asking.
Yeah, you posted
Right?
it in the chat, and I didn't see a hinge on right away, which I guess 6-scale, that would suck if you could see a hinge. But the mouth does open, which is a huge deal for me, and it's like with the tongue kind of moving, so it looks like it's kind of doing its call.
Dylan definitely likes
Its mating call. I am super jacked for it. I think it looks really good. I'm gonna lead the line off with a Raptor instead of usually when companies go into a new line, they kind of start off with like an off character just to kind of test the waters rather than probably one of the best sellers right off the bat. So that's interesting they do that. And they're not really known. Chronicle's not really known for showing stuff they don't release, are they?
No, I think they're going to release this. I mean, they showed off Grant, 6-scale Grant, and the Raptor at STCC. So
Right.
I imagine they're going to release this. I mean, I guess the thing is, how good is the paint going to be? Because I've
Exactly.
seen lots of Chronicle statues come out with subpar paint, and at the price that I imagine this thing is going to be and how big it is, I think they really have to nail the paint.
Yeah, 100%. That's gonna make or break the figure for sure.
What do you guys think the price is going to be? I think it's probably going to be close to like $750.
Oh wow.
Maybe like
I
$5 to
would.
$750 because it's going to be pretty huge. I mean, they're
I know
6
it'll
foot
be.
tall, so that's 12 inches tall, and they're probably 2 or 3
Oh,
times
yeah.
as wide as they are tall, or long as they are tall. So 30 inches by 12. I mean, that's a pretty big figure.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say about 500 or like around Thanos prices
Yeah,
because you can't. Yeah,
50?
I would guess that it would come apart. Like I doubt it comes fully assembled, like with the
dude, I
tail or
hope not. That'd be
something.
terrible.
Oh yeah, big ass box.
Yeah, that'd be huge, really long, really awkward box. So I don't know. Like you said, yeah, the paint can definitely make or break, especially because in Jurassic Park, I feel like the lighting and some of their dinosaurs' colors change over time. So it'll be interesting how they'll choose it.
Yeah, I think the big thing is how are they going to manage the articulation? It's going to have
Mhm.
obviously have to have a ton of articulation, and trying to hide it and keep it clean on an organic character is always difficult, especially when you can't hide it behind clothing or accessories.
Yeah.
That head looks like it's on a ball, kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
But that's also gonna look really weird.
Yeah, they better do it
Mhm.
justice. I know the artist, so they better do a badass job on that painting.
The master painter.
No, I know the artist, the guy that sculpted. So I can't say his name. I just drop that nugget. But I hope they do a good
Personally
job.
know him?
What's his
What
name?
was that, Dean?
You
What's his name?
personally know the guy?
I can't say he's gonna stop sending me pictures.
Oh,
No, I'm asking
Yeah.
like you actually know him.
I know the guy. Yeah, I know the guy that worked on that sculpt.
let's move on. Bandai released pictures of their 50 points of articulation, 8-inch tall, ultramarine. It's an intercessor. Kind of interesting. We talked about this on Only Fools and Collectors, and to me, I feel like it's kind of upsetting that they didn't release the classic ultramarine armor. Instead, they went with the newer version from the model kits. I feel like this isn't as iconic as the OG. It looks fantastic otherwise. I mean, I wonder how close the paintwork on the final product is going to be. You can see a lot of shading here and here. I think it just depends on what the final product is. But as of the time of this recording, I don't think the price has been released. But the details that we have are 50 POA and about 8 inches tall. Richard says the Raptor is amazing. And Richard also says the Raptor movie branded or standalone. Richard, it's releasing with Dr. Grant, so I imagine it's a JP1 Raptor.
Yeah. Licensed for sure.
Yeah, and it is licensed. Yeah. Let's talk pre-orders. The Rome Imperial General from How You Toys was put up for pre-order on TNS. $210 buys you that.
Got stung by bees.
Yeah, releases Q4 2019. A lot of these parts are genuine leather and metal, and I think the armor looks really good. The leather work looks really good. The sculpt, like Dean mentioned, looks really chubby in the face. And I think what's kind of weird is that he only comes with one sword and one scabbard, and in the film he had 2 swords and 2 scabbards. Easy pass for me because I already have the original one, but this does look, armor-wise, looks really fantastic.
What's the film this is from again?
Get out of this podcast. Just kidding. It's from Gladiator.
From what?
Gladiator?
Dude,
Oh,
I think I was on the
gotcha.
podcast. I was like,
You're
man, that movie
fired.
sucks. And then before I was done explaining why I didn't like it, I was like, actually, it was a really good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen it.
Yeah, go back and watch it. I don't like the boots though, but that looks great.
Next up is one of Dylan's all-time favorite pre-orders. He literally trolled us. I don't know if you were trolling us or what, but The
Is he for real?
the Daft Toys Stock Exchange Bane, $90 buys you this kit. It comes with the full outfit and the head, so you need a body. That comes out Q1 2020. Dylan, you mentioned this company. You've had a pre-order for a while for one of their figures that hasn't come out yet. What do you got on order?
Yeah, so I have the regular Bane outfit by them, and it started off as trolling because I thought I was right, and then I turned around looking like a jackwagon because I didn't realize it was two different releases. They're releasing almost everything the same except for it looks like the top half, like the jacket and that weird vest thing, and the gloves is different than the release I have pre-ordered with them. It's meant to fit the M35 Feist figure. That's, if you don't know, that's like their biggest version of it, and it's supposed to fit that one. So hopefully he'll look a little more menacing than the one that Hot Toys came out with years ago. And the head sculpt looks great. If it stays true to it, which I'm feeling good about since this is pretty much the same one from that one, I think it'll be a really good release. The only thing is you got to worry about, really, it looks like with these pants, or obviously with the leather flaking over time, like all the other Banes, but the pants, those kneecaps kind of peeling off. But I think it looks good. It's a decent value, like $90 to $100. But yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, definitely could be a winner there. Let's move on. We talked about this sculpt last week from Top, and I thought it was going to be a full figure, but it turns out it's just the head, and 39 buys you this, $39, and it comes out Q4 2020. Greg, are you going to pick up this head?
No, I think I'm going to go with the SW Toys. I believe they're doing the full figure, so I'm going to go that way. Unfortunately, TNS and Kit Chin aren't carrying it because I believe Hot Toys released like the trailer, so they may do a figures, but I'm not going to pay Hot Toys money. So I'm probably going to pick up the SW version of this one.
That's the one you said you're going to get too, right, Zach?
I'm going to wait to see what is out there before I decide which one I'm going to purchase.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this looks really good, but I'd rather buy like the thing all at once, rather than buy it like separately. So let's see. Imminent arrival, we got Buggy Barnes from Infinity War, and this is kind of interesting because it's not out in Hong Kong, but it's charging next Tuesday at Sideshow. I know that Hong Kong's obviously going through a lot within their with the protests and everything. So it'll be interesting to see if we get a simultaneous release or if the United States gets this figure first. I have seen some people mention, I haven't seen screenshots of an email yet, but the Justice League Batman Deluxe is also charging on Tuesday. So stay tuned for that. Do any of you guys have Bucky on pre-order?
I do, and actually I got him through Hong Kong. So my Hong Kong Connect, of course, he hasn't got his notification because of the protests. So it looks like a lot of stateside folks going to get their Bucky before mine. But hey, I paid a lot cheaper, so I'm not going to argue with the access.
If your Hong Kong guy takes your money and runs.
Nah, he feeds me all my stuff, so he's legit.
That's definitely a good theory, but they've done that a couple times in the past that make no sense. They don't seem to have any rhyme or reason why it'll sometimes hit the US like at the same time or before Hong Kong. Like they did it with Empire Strikes Back Vader too. I don't really understand it, but yeah, I'm sure the protests aren't helping it at all.
Yeah, especially with the escalation that happened today. I can't imagine that that's happening. I know, like I said, we're still waiting for confirmation of Batman, but none of you guys pre-ordered the Batman, right?
No, I didn't.
No, especially not the deluxe. I think I'm gonna get the standard, but the standard's pretty much sold out everywhere. It seems like isn't already waitlisted on Sideshow or something like that.
That I am not sure.
Pretty sure everyone wanted it.
Yeah. Also, the Soso Toys Hero Lawyer was shown as the final product, and that is Charlie Cox, right, from Daredevil. It's the
Yeah.
superhero name. So I'm not going to get this figure, but if I remember correctly, this figure caused a whole lot of drama within the community. There was
Oh,
lots
yeah.
of
Oh, that's right. It did. I totally forgot.
there was a lot of delays this week. A few that we have screenshots for, and a lot of others that we don't. But Luke Skywalker Deluxe, Aquaman standalone figure, R2D2 Deluxe, Luke Skywalker Endor, Han Solo Mud Trooper, Princess Leia Bespin, Gamora. Advanced
God
suit, I
damn.
think, was delayed till October for the second wave. So definitely a ton of figures there. I think that Hot Toys and Sideshow need to communicate better, because clearly this is an end of quarter update that they received, and they released the emails pretty much all at once. I think monthly, updates of figures would be nice. What do you guys think?
Anything's better than whatever the fuck I'm looking at.
Yeah, they,
It's like
they have to
everything.
have a they have to have a good relationship with them. Like, how hard can that be to just have like a monthly meeting on seeing where everyone's at and confirming where everything's at, and then relay it to the customers like a week later or something? Like, I just don't understand how the business relationship there. It seems to be good, obviously, but the communication isn't there that trickles down to the why.
Yeah. I don't have a dog in this fight because of my Hong Kong Connect, so I'm just gonna,
This fool.
I'm just gonna enjoy the money in my pocket until it all goes at once.
Hasbro Pulse put up an update on Unicron.
He's
And it seemed
cocked.
kind of sketchy. They said that we added additional Unicron supporters from around the globe that have backed the project through Hasbro affiliated retailers to our total tally, which is kind of odd because when I checked last weekend, it was like at 5,800. Now it's at like 6,800. So they added about 1,000 international collectors. But
Just make the fucking thing.
at what point were they going to add those people? Like, was it going to be like 10 minutes till the deadline? They're like, oh, we came up with 3,000 international orders. It just seems odd. I feel like when you're doing something sketchy, sometimes you provide a reason to make it look less sketchy. And at this point, I mean, this tally could be, vastly misrepresented of the quantity that they have. I mean, they could just tell us they made 8,000 backers and we would be none the wiser. So for them to make this statement, it just seems really odd. Dean, I know you feel pretty strongly about this. What do you think?
It's just fucking stupid. It's like, okay, you're wasting time re-engineering the hand. You obviously want to just fucking make this thing, so just make it. What's the holdup? Why are you holding the community hostage and making up bullshit numbers? Just make it. You obviously want this, so just do it. Who cares?
Yeah, it sounds
Why?
like a joke. Like, it just doesn't sound like saying we've added additional Unicron
Look at all the
supporters.
work we've done to it. If you don't support it, I guess it was for nothing. It's like, fuck you. Just make the goddamn thing. $1 billion company assholes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we should have had you on last week or our last small talk. We went into it with Seth quite a bit, and some of the like I've added $100 million last night. Like, that same meeting. What does that even mean? Why does anyone care at this point with it? Like, yeah, it's really stupid update. And I also wonder if a lot of those. I wonder if this is like a low key shot, telling people that they've gathered pre-orders from the people that they just or from the company that they just shut down making this too, like
Oh,
confirming that they took those customers away or something like that. Like, hey, these guys came, you should too.
very ballsy.
Yeah. I don't know. It just is so out there that I don't know if there's a second meaning behind it or what.
Yeah, I don't. It's just stupid. It's like you're still pouring money into engineering a hand over. So just make it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What are you waiting for? A few days, so you're not going to make your goal. You're just going to make up that you did it anyway. So just make it.
Yep.
So many emotions. I love it.
We have our 4K Far From Home giveaway that we're going to do here in a second. If you're in the chat, we have like 6 people watching right now, and you want this movie code, jump onto Ox. Dean put up a post a few hours ago.
I did.
Drop a comment, and we'll do the drawing.
I did. Thank you.
We'll do the drawing after the break. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll get right back into the show. About 2 minutes. So you have 2 minutes to go and leave your name. And if you win, I'll email you a code for 4K Far From Home.
Break time, we're going on break.
How you doing, Zach?
That was my break time song. Did you like it?
He's pretty good.
Do you sing it every time?
Every time we go on break.
That soprano. You gotta go high.
Break time.
Break time, break time. See, you gotta hit that note.
I don't have the pipes like you, man.
Takes a lot of training. Oh, what is that? All right.
I feel like we're blowing through this show.
Because we're just so fucking, what do you call it? Efficient.
Dylan, I'm gonna step out of the rest of the podcast. I'm like dying right now, but you got it from here. It's you know.
Oh, I need to get the fucking show sheet on, man.
What should we do with the giveaway?
Well, I'll give you the winner, but after that, I'm gonna step out. I can barely talk right now.
Yeah. Do the giveaway thing, and then I got it. That's fine.
Yeah. So you got movie news. Greg speaks. Try to make that try to eke out like 30 more minutes if you can.
Where's the fucking show sheet?
It's on the dock. All right. Let me mute my mic so I can cough and die, and we'll be about a minute more, and then I'll give you the winner.
I'm gonna see the dock in there. You messed it to me. You did, didn't you? You didn't. Okay, I have no idea. Oh, there it is. Who's fapping?
What?
Wow.
Okay,
Richard just entered.
Oh, Richard's an Eagles fan, man. Y'all denied that ASAP.
I don't like Eagles. I hate the Eagles.
I know. He should not be able to win. So that's automatic,
That's
really.
biased. I can't support
Hey, if any fan base that boos Santa Claus, they don't deserve an entry. Sorry.
All right, I gotta find the post real quick.
Dylan, I left something for you in the chat. On the Collecting Weekly chat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's a good idea.
It's the next slide, so.
I know.
Greg, why are you upside down, bro?
I can't
Oh, am
see
I
anything.
upside down now? Can you see me? You see me?
You're upside down, dude.
I can't see anything. I only see Spider-Mans.
Yeah,
How am I upside down? Are you serious? I didn't change anything.
Dude, you obviously did. Otherwise, we'd
All right,
be
guys,
upset.
let's get back into it. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, so we're back with the 4K giveaway, and let me just double check if anyone was added. All right, so random number generate 1 through 6, and the winner is 4, which means Kim Andresen. You want a 4K Spider-Man Far From Home. So congratulations on that.
Hey, that's my dog. What's up?
We also
Kim?
are giving away another code, 4K code Thursday on Small Talk,
Do,
which would be really cool. But I am dying. My voice is pretty much gone, so I'm gonna let Dylan take over the rest of the show with Dean and Greg. So
Hey.
enjoy that, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.
Whoa.
You couldn't even finish that fucking
Yeah, I'm
sentence.
like dying.
Hold up. Wait. That was like a. Oh.
All right. Well, going off of that, Disney the last week, and it was broken that Disney and Sony Pictures came to agreement to have Spider-Man 3 approved for the MCU. Big
Hell
news.
yeah.
It's kind of a flip-flop deal or a snip-snap deal, as Zach said. What do you guys think of it?
Dude, I mean, okay, one, I'm happy because Spider-Man's my favorite superhero. But two, it's like, who didn't see this coming? Anybody who actually thought the deal was off totally has no clue about the movie making process. It's just like, guys, there's too much money for either one of them to back out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, I thought everyone definitely overreacted though a couple of weeks ago for sure, because you knew it was going to end up at this point, you know, like it was just all these yeah, they're kicked out. Oh wait, no, they're not. They're still talking. Oh, yep, Feige's done. It's out. And then it's like nothing was confirmed for sure. It was all inside sources, and
yeah, exactly.
None of it was concrete, and it just drove me nuts. It was all over every group throughout everything.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I got it.
Yeah,
the drama though. I love the drama. It's so fun. You just play it up. It was good stuff. But they played most of the fan base really well. So I'm excited. What Disney gets 25% of the money, 25% of the production. So I mean, it's a good deal for them. I mean, they have a Spider-Man ride in their park that they're working on. So it's like they need Spider-Man.
If I understand, Disney gets all the money from the like toys and stuff, which is honestly
marketing is merchandise. Merchandise.
Yeah. That's where the money is. I mean,
yeah. Well, and that's what it was on the old contract. We don't know like the full details of the new one yet, but yeah, I'm sure it's something similar. But yeah, that's not a terrible deal either. I think the big issue they said is that Disney somehow was pulling it all, but again, it's all like speculation and inside anonymous sources.
Sitting in the meetings, so who knows?
Yeah. So, did you guys happen to catch that El Camino trailer for the Breaking Bad movie?
Oh my god! I'm so excited. I just started watching Better Call Saul season 4, so I can't get on Netflix yet, so I'm streaming it, illegally. But that whole series is just amazing, so I can't wait. I was skeptic about Better Call Saul, so I'm not going to be skeptic about El Camino. So I'm quite sure it's going to be just as good as
I'm kind of bummed it's just a movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But correct me if I'm wrong, but does it tease Waltz? Because he technically, spoiler alert, the show's old if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, that's your fault.
He technically dies at the end of the show, but it doesn't show him die. It just shows him laying on the floor and it pans out. And then in this trailer, it shows nothing but Jesse. And then like a kind of non-distinct voice is like, "Are you ready?" And then I guess he like says yes or whatever. So it's like, is that Waltz? Like, who is it?
I don't know. It's tough to say, but
it seems like it picks up right where it left off. So I'm pretty excited.
Oh yeah,
because Jesse's the man. I mean, he's kind of a piece of shit, but I love Jesse.
What, bitch? What else like his word?
Well, I mean, he's a meth dealer, dude.
And he got one good movie. The actor got one good movie. Well, I wouldn't say one good movie, but he got a movie, out of this.
No, I'm talking about the
series. I know.
I like Aaron Paul. Aaron Paul's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, the trailer, you can definitely tell. It seems like he's matured quite a bit. He was never really a short point of the acting in that show. The acting was obviously like one of the best acted shows ever, and even in the trailer, he looked amazing with it. I was pretty impressed. I didn't think I could get excited about it after all these years, but I was pretty jacked.
Well,
yeah,
I loved it that it kind of came out of nowhere. I didn't even know it was coming. I don't know if like Breaking Bad people were on top of it. They knew it was on the way. I had no idea. So when when it popped up, I was like, "Get
Uh,
out of here!"
yeah, I think there were some rumors, but yeah.
Is there like an actual release date or no?
Yeah,
It should
it's
be.
October 12th, I believe. I
That's
could be
soon.
wrong. Yeah, it's going to be pretty soon. I also read somewhere it's going to be open for like a couple days in select theaters too, which would be pretty cool to see.
Really?
But I doubt they'll make its way up here. I don't know. You guys might have a chance.
Maybe.
But moving on, the original cast for the first Jurassic Park movie are all confirmed for Jurassic World 3, which is huge. I think that could be a saver. I won't lie, Jurassic World 2 was the first movie in that entire series that disappointed me. What do you guys think of this one?
I actually haven't seen the second one. I have only seen the first one with Chris Pratt. But dude, the original dude, Sam Neill, are you kidding me? He's
Yeah.
amazing, dude. But
Childhood
dude,
hero.
Chris Pratt, it's got to be good, dude. I don't see it
Oh
going
yeah.
any way but up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I always say my dog is named off of Ellie from the original Jurassic Park. So I'm super jacked.
Wow.
Is that true?
Nice.
Yeah, her name's Ellie, and that's my girlfriend says Ellie Goulding, but I say from Ellie from Jurassic Park. But
Mm.
they tease her they tease you a little bit in Jurassic Park 3, not Jurassic World 3, Jurassic Park 3, because Grant tries to get her to go with him again, and she doesn't. She's got a kid and family and all that. But I'm super interested. I love that original cast, man. Grant was my hero growing up as a kid, so I think that's huge. That'll be a saver for the series, I think, for me.
Yes.
Moving on, we got the next big
Whoa.
segment that art though. This is the Greg Speaks.
Oh no!
We kind of got a little bit of a segment that we've had it before, had you on before, right? For this,
You have, yes.
yeah. And so we'll just sit back and let you have at her, Greg.
All right. So I will share with you guys some of the customs I've been working on. I'm a big Hulk fan, so I have like a bazillion knockoff Hulk bodies. But right now, I'm working on doing a bomb mod. Or it's just mod. I can't speak right now. I'm working on an a bomb body to go along with Hulk as well, and of course Red Hulk, which was actually rumored to be an Endgame, which spoiler alert, Thunderbolt Ross is the Red Hulk. So I'm working on doing a mod for his body.
Right.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Why are you upside down?
What's that?
Why are you upside down?
Am I upside down? Like
Yes.
I haven't changed anything.
And upside down.
I literally. Are you serious?
Zach says Greg is recording from Australia. Yeah, dude, you're upside down.
Well, I'll flip it, but like I didn't change anything. Like
I think
my
in my
iPad is
eyes.
like charging right now. Am I upside down now?
No, you're
No,
fine
you're
now.
good now.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
there it goes.
This is ridiculous. So anywho, so let me start all over. So the first KO Hulk I'm modding is for A-Bomb. So I'm working on doing a body for A-Bomb, and they're all going to pretty much follow the same modification. And I'm also going to do one for Red Hulk. I love big 1/6 figures. Like it's just 1/6 scale. It matters. So I love the big figures. And this is the Abomination, like one of Hulk's arch nemesis. So this is the head that I'm going to go. It's going to go with the KO Hulk. So right here is your typical KO. A KO as a knockoff Hulk body right here. So this is what a typical body looks like. And this is one that I pretty much finished modding right here. So I tweaked the arms so I can have it, more lateral movement. So the arms will be able to flex out more. And I added a modification to the legs so he can have, some kicking action. So I'll do this.
What was the mods that you did to get that articulation, both of them, the arm and
Oh,
leg?
wow. So pretty much what I did was I saw the legs off. And then I got this foam filler you can get from Lowe's or Home Depot. I bought this foam filler, and I I filled up the torso, and I got these joints that allow some movement. And I pretty much drilled the threading in here, add in some steel putty with some crazy epoxy, and it's like strong as hell. It's not going anywhere. So I will be uploading pictures of the process on my a 1/6 story page of the whole build up. So that will come probably later on before the end of the year. So this one's pretty much done. So all I have to do is throw some prime it, put some blue paint on it, and then A-Bomb will be on its way. And I plan on doing that with Abomination and the Red Hulk. So I'm going to try to give you a little snapshot. Let me flip the camera right quick just to show you what I'm working with. So if some of you guys aren't familiar with the characters. So right here, and actually, I want to give this guy a try. If you're not sure of this guy is the Blob.
Describe him
Part
to
of
the
the
listeners.
Brotherhood. Yeah, he's the Blob. He's the Blob. He's part of the Brotherhood that's led by Magneto. So
Okay, I was gonna say his name
I
is
wanted-
X-Men.
yeah, he's X-Men. So I'm also building my Brotherhood figure. So I have my X-Men. You got to have the Brotherhood as well. So that's a mod that I'm going to use for the KO Hulk. So I personally want to do the head itself in ZBrush. Right here, this is Abomination. So I'm doing my own ZBrush rendition of this character. So at some point, I will, be done with my ZBrush and print it off my new 3D printer. And right here is you'll see A-Bomb and Red Hulk. So they will look somewhat like that. It's going to be fun trying to get the patterns for A-Bomb because, if you can see, he has that a reptilian type skin. So that's going to be fun using Sculpey to add those lines and designs to his body. He's probably going to be the most difficult to do it. So I did mention using this original Abomination head sculpt, but I'm also working on my custom one. And I'm going to actually use this 55 centimeter KO Hulk. And just to give you guys understanding how big he compares to the Hot Toys Hulk, this is the size difference right here. So let me see if I can get it all on camera. So this
Big
is
color
the size
difference too.
Oh yeah, big color difference. So he's going to go through like all kinds of stuff. So I put them on a similar level. So this is the difference between the Hot Toys and the 55 centimeter knockoff Hulk. The other ones I showed you previously were the 42. So bigger is better.
How much is
better? I think I got the 55. He was probably like $80. I got them off of AliExpress. So I think around between 80 and $100. And there's 42 ones that's more on par with the Hot Toys Hulk size. It's a little shorter. You can get them between 25 and $30 off of AliExpress. It'll take about a month to get it, but hey, it's shipping all the way from China. So
yeah, there was something I wanted to order on AliExpress, but I never had the guts to do it. But maybe I will.
Yeah, so it works. Actually, one time I ordered 2 Hulks, I only got 1, but I got my money refunded, so it worked out. So, if you don't get your stuff within a reasonable time, they will refund you. But other than that, that's my customs I'm working on. So I'm building Team Green over here. So hopefully by maybe the end of the first quarter of next year, I'll have everything done.
Where did you get that head sculpt for the Abomination?
So one of my British buddies, not Ian, his name is Robert Crimson. That's not his real name, but you can find him on 1/6 Republic. I actually got the Abomination head sculpt from him. So he pretty much sculpted over the knockoff Hulk head sculpt. And I also got the Abomination from him as well.
Yeah, I was over at Greg's house the other day, and those things are really nice.
Yeah. So and he gave me a really good deal, for these. So I'm excited. And he actually also did the hands for A-Bomb right here, A-Bomb. So I'm excited to finally get that, done. So many projects I'm working on, but those are my 1/6 scale figure projects that I'm trying to customize myself.
Nice.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, that's been Greg Speaks. Pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah, man.
Going hard at the Hulk.
He loves the Hulk, so I know he likes to talk about him whenever he can.
Yeah.
But we were going to talk a little bit about the upgrades we've been doing to the show. Zach, we, not all of us, but most of us pitched in for this Zoom H6 recorder. You can record standalone, or you could plug mics into it. So it's XLR. I didn't pitch in. Sorry, I bought other stuff. But Zach is roasting me in the chat. It's just gonna upgrade the audio quality, like hands down. Whoever's in the studio, it's gonna sound crispy. And then Zach bought his own microphone. It's a SE Electronics X1, a large diaphragm condenser microphone, which, if you don't know, is amazing. I actually don't know what any of that means, guys.
I thought you were a DJ.
Yeah, I don't do mics. But then I went and bought my own microphone. It's a MXL 9900, also a condenser microphone. It came with a shock mount. I talked about it in the little bonus episode we did. Pretty cool. I just found it at a pawn shop, like brand new. It was pretty sweet. I paid $40 for it.
Yeah, so one of the things that we're kind of asking people, we really kind of are asking for a little bit of help with it. With that, we're trying to market some of the new Collecting Weekly hats we got. You guys talked about in the last podcast, $30, which, like you guys said, that's not out of the realm for anything else. You go to a baseball game and that's like a cheap hat, so.
Yeah, I think baseball games are like 45.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, and that's about average. Even if you go to like any hat store. So, we know that we don't usually like to post all that expensive stuff because the T Republic stuff is pretty cheap.
Yeah, when you get it on sale, it's like $12, $14.
Yep. So yeah, I think it'd be pretty much all money going towards it would be to help fund kind of finishing off the upgrade for the studio and everything. And yeah, we all like to help Zach as much. They all look good. I definitely am gonna get one for sure.
Yeah, we have the Collecting Weekly logo. Then we have the CW logo hats in red, white, black, tan. There's snapback. I don't think there's fitted, but we do have what do you call it? I don't know what it's called. With like
elastic.
Well, the loop. It's not
Mhm.
it's not a snapback. It's like an actual like a belt almost.
Yeah. Yeah. Your traditional hats.
I don't know. But Zach wanted to let everyone know that he was incredibly humbled to have a group of team members who believe in the show enough to sell their own figures to better the quality of our show for the viewers.
Right.
But remember, the hats are 30 shipped, so you don't have to worry about shipping.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna hop on that train myself. I need one since I wear one every episode, anyways. Another thing Zach kind of wanted us to go over was the nomination threads for the live for the CW awards. These are the just kind of, we're trying to get nominations in for the CW awards come December, right?
Yeah, I think it's a little early, but he's insistent that it's not early enough.
It'll come quick, but it's good to get some of the nominations out. I'm going to hold back a little bit, especially if some of those Storm collectibles are going to come out in the fourth quarter. So he in his defense, he says the Oscar nominations start early AF. So
like the Joker.
We'll learn from it. Like we very well could be kind of digging a deep hole to try and figure out, but we're the 6 scale Oscars, baby, he says. So Awards are always so much fun. I'm pretty
Yeah.
jacked for them,
Dude,
but I'm gonna wait a little
the
bit.
first when we did it for the first time, it was a blast, dude. That recording session took forever.
One of
It
my
was
favorite
such a fun
episodes of all
show.
time.
Yeah, it was so fun.
Zach keeps bugging me about coming down there and doing like a show with you guys and everything, and I think I would probably do it for those awards.
Dude,
It's
that'd
in
be
the middle of
amazing.
winter.
We'll try and pitch in.
Yeah,
Do it.
I think that
I'll
would be
give
a
you
lot of fun.
Greyhound money.
Yeah, there's a
Great.
dude. It's gonna take him like 6 days to get here, or he'll get his head cut off. You can't trust greyhounds.
No, there's actually, believe it or oh, wait a second, you guys are in San Antonio. I was excited for a second because there's direct flight to Dallas from Fargo, which is amazing because there's like 6 cities that are direct from Fargo.
Oh, maybe
But
I could come up and get you.
yeah, so
Yeah.
he also wanted to say to for those nominations, I also wanted to say you're able to skip whatever ones you want. You don't have to choose everyone. You can only choose like certain whatever category like you care about and whatnot. What you want to nominate, it doesn't have to be for everyone, so that's fine.
Yeah, I ended up skipping so many that I was like, I'm just gonna wait because there's so many things I have on pre-order that I want to like get in my hand that I will definitely have before to really make a judgment call, like, oh, this wasn't worth my time or whatever. Like just for example, this Rick Hunter that I got. If you had asked me a week ago what's the best 6-scale figure of the year, I would have said this. But after I got it, I can tell you for sure this isn't it. It's great and I love it, but it's not even close to being worthy of figure of the year.
Right. And yeah, and like so two things. First of all, we already like it's Hot Toys are notorious, and I think a lot of other toy companies are notorious for releasing a lot of figures around Christmas time or towards the end of the year.
Right.
So like that's a huge release month. So definitely keep an eye out for them releasing. And then the second thing is I think a lot of these companies we're starting to see a lot more concrete news on the tariffs on the toy companies. They've been able to dodge it for now, but it's looking like they're not going to get out of it come December, January. So I think a lot of companies are going to try and fit it in between there too. If not specifically talking about Hot Toys, but I think they'll try and join in as much as they can, depending on the status of their country at this point, for God's sakes. But Zach also wanted to say you guys are probably going to cover New York Comic Con a little more in depth next week. Obviously, that's going on right now this week. You guys will probably go a little more in depth with some of the kind of broke the news on some of the Hot Toys for the Mandalorian. There'll be some. I'm sure there'll be some other things to touch up on then too.
Oh, and you guys should probably have a lot to talk about on Small Talk this week.
It's going to be perfect time.
Are you guys doing it?
Yeah. This is our week this week.
Yeah.
We're gonna do. We alternate every other week with Ian's podcast. Remind me of what they're called. Collecting.
Only Fools and Collecting.
Yeah, Only Fools and Collecting. That's right. So they're every other Thursday. So they're next Thursday, and we're this Thursday. But yeah, it's almost perfect timing for kind of New York Comic Con stuff for us because all the reveals happen in the first day, so we'll pretty much have everything we need by the show come Thursday. Also, just a couple plugs here for Collecting Weekly Auxiliary. Like Zach always says, best Facebook group ever. It's a good little group, a lot of action on it. It's grown to be one of my favorite parts of Facebook, honestly. Probably the only reason I'm on it.
Page, man.
Yeah, it's
my
a lot of
iPad
fun.
Won't even load at all. I have to constantly redo it over and over and over.
Yeah, I've said this before. Greg sometimes he just exhausts me. He's so active on there.
Dude, he's the top contributor every month. It's like, damn, dude.
Hey,
what do you have to say for yourself, Greg?
I know. I've been posting more and I think Collecting Weekly, I pretty much, it's like my number one. I don't even post that much in OSR anymore or Tosh or Keyboard or whatever. keyboard warriors. Like collecting weekly is it.
We're the best, man. We're
Oh,
the
for
best.
sure.
now.
Around.
So I talked a little bit about T Public. Obviously, get your straight out on here.
Nice. Do you guys have a
It's
shirt?
really good material, like what you always.
Do you guys have a shirt for Small Talk?
Oh no, not yet. We're talking about doing. Well, I'll let Damien tease that, but we got a plan for it, so we're working on it.
Oh, okay. Exciting.
Yep.
I like that.
And then another one that for our Twitter page, collecting week. Dean, what is it? So I don't get.
Collecting WKLY.
And that one's run by Manny.
Yes.
Yep, collecting UKLY. That's our Twitter page. And then just to share the podcast, the group, throw us a couple subs on YouTube. If you have any friend collecting anything, any of that goes a long ways to helping us out, helping us grow. Obviously,
if they like collecting stamps, if they like collecting, like, I don't know, roadkill, whatever, let them know. Let them know we're here.
Yep. And like Zach said, if you're not able to purchase some of our merchandise, give us a rating on Apple Podcasts. 5 stars goes a long ways to helping us out. We want to give a shout out to my own show with Damien, Small Talk. Let's go.
Yes. You guys have a guest this week?
Every other Thursday. Nope, not this week. I think we're gonna try and work to get Manny on because he bailed on us the time we had Seth on.
Hey, if not, let me know. I should be free.
Yeah, okay. We'll keep you updated. But this week I think it's just gonna be us two. We'll just kind of go over stuff. I'm guessing the next show is gonna be way more busy with a lot of concrete for sure releases from New York Comic Con. And then you got the Only Fools in Collecting, ran by Ian and Pete.
Lovely Ian and Pete.
They do a great job. They go pretty in depth with a lot of the things. Ian also runs Dark Side Customs, does a great job. He does a great job there. He does some amazing paint jobs. I know he kind of try to humble it, but a lot of his work looks very good. So hit them up, Darkside Customs UK on Facebook. And then the last shout out, 6 Scale Scavengers. They're a good podcast. Chris Ryan TC over there. I listen to them every week. They specialize in Marvel and now getting back into Star Wars. That's a big news for. I know he sold his whole collection and went back to it. So they also do Scavengers, where they have a couple people, little community contributors come in. Well, that one usually runs a little longer, but both great shows, great guys over there, good to listen to. You guys got anything else to add? Any shout outs?
Dude, just shout out Fern. I feel bad that he couldn't be here. Which was weird because he was here. And then, like, right when we started recording, I guess, I don't know, his internet took a shit or something. But shout out Fern. He's amazing. Shout out Kim. He won our giveaway. Shout out Richard, obviously, because he's always in the chat.
Richard.
And you too for stepping up and being here when Zach had to bow out. Shout out Zach.
Oh, it's fun. It's refreshing to be able to talk about.
It is
1-6 again.
I heard my name.
Oh God, who's popping in? There he is.
He's back.
I mean, my performance today has to go down in history, right up there with the flu game for Jordan.
Yeah, dude.
Right Dylan, thank you. I called them last night and I was like, dude, I thought I was going to feel so much better, going into or rather Tuesday, and Monday night I just felt terrible. So I appreciate you stepping up and coming in and being the lead on the show.
Man, even
And
when
then-
he's sick, he's on the show. Shout out Zach though.
And then Greg, the beautiful angel Greg.
Well, let's calm down with
Hey.
all that. Like demented.
Next week, next week, if
Slightly.
everything goes well, I think we're gonna do our first full XLR podcast. So it should sound pretty crispy.
Next week or the week after?
I think all the gear will be in on Thursday.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, because with all of you guys that pitched in, we were able to get Seth the same mic that I had.
Nice.
So and then we have the this one as the guest mic. So
Okay. I also have
you have another XLR.
I have 4, so
Yeah, maybe you can bring one so we can have 2 backups. But yeah, we got all the equipment we need. We need to sell a few more hats so that we can.
well, we need a
We're gonna
table.
we're gonna upgrade our table. We need a few more of these bad boys here, these windscreens, and other than that, I want to give a shout out to you guys because I know Dean mentioned it in the comments earlier, but Pete had first mentioned oh, it's really noble of you to sell part of your collection to fund this for the betterment of the listeners, and that really made me feel pretty good because I was going to sell Godzilla and B, and those are 2 figures that I really like. And Dean had mentioned at first that he was going to sell some stuff, and Seth moved some stuff, and Ian and Pete, they had pitched in some from their checks, so we were able to turn around what should have been like a 6-week upgrade process to just a week, and get all that stuff purchased. So it should be pretty good going forward if I can talk. This recorder's pretty highly recommended. It's the same one that Adam Savage uses on his podcast. So
He's amazing.
I'm pretty excited. And we'll still be doing the live streams. I think we're gonna try to have the Yeti running the live stream, and then the XLRs focusing on the actual official recording. But yeah, I'm really excited for the direction the show's going to go. I know the last episode we put up was a little short XLR test. I think it sounded pretty good. Dean, what did you think?
I thought it sounded real crispy,
I
It
did too.
did.
but I'm a little biased because I bought one of the mics. So
It sounded good.
I like your mic. It's very champagne goldy. It's
Dude,
very
it
nice.
reminds me of original Technics 1200s. Beautiful turntables.
Yeah.
Like that champagne color. And I have a pair of Technics 1200s, but they're black, which is more rare because usually the black ones are 1210s. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm getting very technical. And it always pissed me off that I never got the champagne ones. But it's like mine are technically better.
Yeah.
But that
Which-
mic is the exact same color. I love it.
Shout out to Damien too for helping us get started
No,
with
no,
his
no, no.
StreamYard.
That's fun. You
No,
know,
yeah.
no.
Yeah. Damien pitched in big time for
Damien
that.
is amazing. He's such a cool guy. I told him he needs to live closer because, goddamn.
He's similar to Manny. He does a lot of stuff behind the scenes too that no one ever really knows about.
Yeah, shout out Manny. He's getting married next month, guys. So,
Hey, next month? That's
yeah,
awesome.
send some love his way. I gotta go actually drop off my RSVP.
You guys gotta share the professional pictures from the wedding on Collecting Weekly.
Dude, we should do it.
On
Yeah,
the
that'd be
gallery.
That'd be dope. Richard says
Yeah,
y'all.
live stream.
Richard says y'all are a family. That's dope. We are a family.
Richard, your family too. God damn it,
Yeah, Richard. Don't you ever forget it.
lovely bastard. He's so awesome, dude. Every time I see Richard, I'm just like,
Richard, I got that package for you. I still got to mail it. I felt ill the day I was going to mail it, and
Yeah.
so it's
And
coming
you
your
can
way.
tell he's not lying because he sounds like shit.
I was gonna
sound
say
like
he's
Darth-
playing hooky.
I sound like Darth Vader got throat cancer. I sound terrible.
Oh boy.
Wait, what were you gonna say? Or
Nothing. Nothing at all.
anyways,
What's
guys, I'm Zach.
I'm Dean.
I'm Dylan.
And I'm Greg.
Catch you guys on the next episode.
Bye. Dude,
Bye.
Love how Greg was upside down.
Dude,
for-
he was